Ready for battle.
You want a bandage for that?
Ha. Crank up the game!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Trouble's here.
Engage those hostiles.
Yeah, I'll turn it up.
We will shield you for now.
Healing boost!
Not so fast.
Stay put! Let's get loud!
The objective is
Hi,
now.
my little friend!
Not so close. You're stronger together. Join effort on the objective.
I'll try a different approach.
Put them in the ground.
Do your worst. Fortify.
Crank up the game!
To the point.
Put them in the
Hold it.
Turn it up, turn it up!
Immovable.
I will stick to you in the
Double, triple.
fires. You can't beat me.
The world still needs defending.
Area denial. A taste of poison. Shield bundling.
Your aid is appreciated.
You in my sights.
Face justice, vigilante. Systems prepared. Step back. Bar and open up, I mean. Ha! Impossible. Pushing forward.
It's go time.
Everyone heal up.
Your pain will be endless. Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
Clean up your aim.
Team to work around, it's like, what are you doing? So play behind your tank more if you're the Sojourn. And, moving on to Ruins here, it's very similar to Lighthouse. You're going to have a little bit more close quarters opportunities. But besides that, it's basically the same map. Regroup, play together, get some flanks going, and get those opening picks.
The battle
We'll
is
say that we're going to see a change from River Valley here as they are going to go on to the Mauga, and yeah, longer range characters on this map do work a little bit better. Leonidas opting with a Mauga just to utilize that more range as well. The Boo Boo already falling down to half HP as they're going to be walking to the mid fight. Leonidas looking for an engage here. That's going to be Fade, force out of the Reaper. That's going to be a stomp, but the Cardiac Overdrive has already been utilized. Overwatch mid takes down 2 as Master Cox and Horse the guy fall. Wingman on the off angle takes down Ikenzer. That's going to be a pretty good team fight win from Alexander.
Yeah, that was great by Alexander asserting themselves early, and I really liked what I'm seeing from that Ramatra. He is doing a fantastic job at just denying this River Valley team, securing those early picks, and they're basically winning the fight before it even starts.
Something I will say, we were looking at the ranks earlier in the lobby, and the ranks on Alexander are lower, but the team play is just that much better, as we do see them capitalizing on these angles as seen here. Wingman and Overwatch mid fighting together as one, picking that down. Immortality Field utilized, but they're just not very even. Pepsi Dude falls low as well. That's going to be Leonidas falling short as Wingman's going to get the Helix Rocket down on him.
And then just cleaning up there for Alexander. They need to switch it up here if they are River Valley. I mean, you look at the ults, and they don't even have any ultimates. You know, the Orisa really needs to stick onto this Ramatra and make sure that you're shutting down his Nemesis form and protecting your teammates.
It's going to be
because he is getting a lot of value.
I agree. It's going to be very hard for him to also control this soldier who's just been poking them from the side the entire time. And it's been just so difficult to be able to control them. It's going to be Riptire unleashed by Pepsi Dude, trying to get a pick early here. The Suzu is being used, and it's going to go right to the Reaper, but doesn't quite get the pick. But Master Cox is there to take him down. Horus, the guy, gets traded out, but the Sojourn's in a good angle. Wingman falls very low. That's going to be the Fade utilized by the Moira. Ult might have to be used here, but they're going to concede and decide to just not use ult. Wingman gets kind of a last pick here, but that's going to be River Valley winning the team fight.
I like the idea of conserving your picks here. You're up to 92% to 0. And, I mean, River Valley has no ults of themselves. That Junkrat wasted that ult, and then, you know, you got the 2 with the with Orisa, and then also with Baptiste Wall. But I like them saving the ults here. That's 2 team fights worth of ults they have. So they got like 2 very good shots at finishing this game out.
We're going to see, even if they get better angles, they could unleash all 4 of them and just win the fight single-handedly. As we're going to see Xandermander takes down Horus the guy, so Window's going to be unleashed. Leonidas trying to find an angle. Pepsi Dude gets Zulu, but with Wingman with a 3K is going to take down River Valley. That's going to be Alexander, more or less going to be getting the first map.
And there's Alexander working on those flanks and just taking, like, as you were saying, this soldier is doing phenomenal. He's taking those flanks, he's being assertive on the high ground, and he is just getting super early picks and super valuable picks, which is something you don't see a whole lot. Let's see what he did here.
This was a 3K visor, right? Oh no, it wasn't. Just on the right side here. Look at this flank. And this is what Wingman was doing a lot during the game, was being able to really just take these flanks, take these angles, and not a lot of other characters are able to contest. You want to have like your Junkrat on that angle or something of that nature, but Soldier can just get in and get out of angles so fast with his mobility.
Yeah, and really you see there's just so much confidence there as well. I mean, Wingman, they have been unable to stop them. So they have this confidence because realistically, if, you know, that Mauga turned around there, Wingman, you know, one stomp and Wingman's down, right? But that confidence and that aggressiveness is honestly what is overwhelming River Valley's workload. And they don't have an answer at the moment. They're going to want to look at getting a map that is going to be able to shut down Soldier, you know, something with not a lot of high ground, not a lot of very good flanks. This map pick is going to be very important to decide who's going to win this map.
I agree, definitely. If you allow the Soldier to get those angles, allow the Soldier to kind of do whatever he wants, it's going to be very hard for River Valley to really get control of him. So you want to really shorter range maps with short angles, something that is really good for this Orisa and Junkrat to kind of brawl together and kind of stack towards each other. With that being said, we're going to see how Alexander will adapt as well. They know their weaknesses from what they've been showing. And with also Wingman on the Ramatra, kind of just being able to live and just bully the front line completely, there's a lot of different opportunities for Alexander to continue to push their aggression forward and continue for the second map win.
Yeah, the tank play is just incredible. I mean, Orisa is just... Orisa is notorious for shutting down, you know, Ramatra. So, and the fact that she couldn't do that and, you know, they were getting the best of that Orisa, that says a lot. River Valley is overwhelmed. They don't have an idea. And it looks like they're going to be going King's Row, which honestly, I don't know if I'm liking for them.
King's Row is a very fundamental map. It's one of those maps you scrim very often, you play very often. You know, in quick play, when you select map type, most people go King's Row. Kind of disappointed they didn't pick the Winter Wonderland King's Row map, as we here in Ohio, it has been snowing the entire day. Currently outside my window, it's a flurry outside. But you know, no Winter Wonderland, not quite the season yet. Thanksgiving's still around the corner.
We didn't get any snow today. We got it all last night. We got like 4 inches, I think. But no, it's been crazy out. Yeah, King's Row is a very fundamental map. And that's the thing, though, is people ride or die by it. It's King's Row or nothing for a lot of teams. And that's what they're most comfortable with. But the, you know, other side of that is everyone else is comfortable with it. This is the map. And... you know, you gotta, unless they have a very specific strategy that they want to change up, I just don't know. King's Row can be a very strong soldier map if you have a soldier that knows what they're doing.
Especially with these flanks on the right and left side, to be able to get onto that high ground. If a soldier is able to get on the high ground, it's very hard to flush him out, as he can rotate to so many different angles that it's just really hard. You're going to get pressured over and over again by this soldier. Even if the soldier wants to take the high grounds more aggressive, he goes sojourn. It's going to be very hard to get a sojourn out of a spot that's on the high ground, that's even on the low ground, you just slide up to that high ground. So you're going to have to be very careful. Wingman already flexing over to that sojourn, and the Wu Yang, the poke on the side of Alexander is going to be so immense. They have to watch their angles here on River Valley.
Not as inspiring.
Yeah, you know, to be quite honest with you, I don't know if I'm liking what I'm seeing here from River Valley. Orisa, I mean, it's a high damage comp, right? If they have the target prioritization, and then you kind of have the Sojourn thrown into the mix, which is, I don't know. It's this really high damage, like, poke comp. Oh, getting a pick immediately, though. I'll shut my mouth, I suppose.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, with that Bastion Grenade. Lunchbox overstayed his welcome with the Bastion Grenade. It's just so deadly, going to take him down. But the Bastion's on the high ground. Leonidas is falling low, but that's also going to be Overwatch mid as well. Horace, the guy, picks Wingman, and Master Cox takes on Overwatch mid, and River Valley seem to have found their footing here at the start of KR.
Yeah, and it's really tough to say what went wrong there. They just didn't really... You know, that death to start it off kind of just determined how the rest of that team fight was going to go. You know, a 5v4 is always, for the most part, going to win versus the 4. So... Choke.
It's going to be the hard one to get past here for River Valley as they do the Bastion. Bastion no longer has his configuration mode. Master Cox taking a lot of poke, has to get healed back up before he's going to be able to repeat here. Leonidas as well at half HP. This is the choke that if a lot of spam can just go through, picks like that are going to happen.
Yeah, and also with these chokes, both teams, primarily Alexander right now, is just building up ults and just building up ult percentage, and what a sexy shot by Wingman.
That's going to be him cleaning up the rest as well. As that's going to be 2 getting taken down. We could really push the aggression here after this Bastion goes down.
Yeah, I like pushing up here and, you know, staggering a little bit more.
Leonidas, a very low HP as well, has to kind of just wait in their spawn. And with the swap over to Mercy from Xandermander, Definitely going to be able to help. Actually, not even swap. The pocket from Xanderman is going to be able to help the Sojourn really hold this angle. Both support ultimates are going to get dumped here by River Valley. But they're kind of standing still, not really using them for anything. River Valley has to push forward. Ikenzer gets a pick on the Wingman.
That's a good Bastion ult.
Goes through from Zubu. Wingman is going to get taken down, but with all the ults being unleashed, that is going to be a team wipe. That's going to be Alexander holding this choke and holding the first arch on KR.
And just a good job of them staying patient. I honestly don't really know what went wrong with that Zen ult and Baptiste wall, but they did a good job sitting on it and being patient and capitalizing on the missed ults.
Bastion ult puts Zubu very low, but it's going to get healed back up instantaneously by the Wu Yang and Mercy. There's ults to spare here from the side of Alexander's River Valley. Have to concede the space, and even then, Ikenzer almost falls down immediately. Now it's going to be an aggressive play here from Leolandis, throwing out the spear and the spear spin together. Wingman, though, takes down Pepsi Dude within the choke. That's going to be Wingman taking down another one with that orb, doing so much damage. That's going to be Master Cox popping his ult, and Zubu shuts him down quickly.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing some switches on the side of River Valley here. I wonder if Master Cox is going to do the same thing. No?
Seems they're going to be holding on to it, yeah.
But that Moira and Reaper swap can definitely be something. But the thing is you're not getting close enough. River Valley's not getting close enough to even make a difference with those characters.
Definitely going to need a full push, all five together with this Orisa walking through choke. She already conceded the space that she just got. Wingman here with the ultimate is going to be very deadly. That's going to be Lunchbox getting taken down solo by the Reaper. Zubu in the back taking down Master Cox, though, as it's going to be the Orisa falling low. But with a Reaper in your backline, you have to be pressured the entire time. Alexander from Wingman is going to be looking for him, but he's going to be able to concede the space.
Honestly, I think Sojourn should chase there.
Orisa falling low even after her ult has to pop the fortification. The window attempting to get something out of it. Wingman falling low, taking down a Zubu. Both supports are busy in the back trying to fend off this Reaper. With a res coming through onto Zubu, it might be able to be helped with that spear. Puts down the Mercy, and that's going to be a reset here from Alexander High School.
Yeah, and it was just progressive downfall. Ooh, I am not a fan of that ult.
Oh, the Zubu
Maybe
ulted. I didn't even
can they
see
stay
it.
alive?
I think he got canceled out of his ult from the spear.
But yeah, no, just regroup here if you're Alexander. Oh, that's a good pick though. You can kind of push with that.
Lindholm
You got ults too.
explosives, man. Wingman is going to fall low here, almost getting assassinated by the Bastion. Is going to get back up to full HP, but Master Cox is going to go down. Really good damage there from the Bastionade and everything. Now we're going to see that Zubu taken down by Alkenzer, not really getting help there, but this went over to the perk Lindholm Explosives, which changes his rapid fire gun into a burst damage weapon.
Yeah, and that was just...
Going to be the Wu Yang bubble being used here, but Pepsi Dude uses Coalescence. A Wingman does get a pick on the Leonidas and a res on the Lunchbox. Pepsi Dude trying to keep his Reaper alive, but they have to concede the space. Oh, Master Cox put down by Wingman, who is hot on the railgun.
Wingman is doing such a phenomenal job, whether it be on Sojourn or Soldier, with these ults, these headshots, just doing a phenomenal job, and the team is still rallying around them. You still have your Ramatra ult to look out for. You want to try being patient and wait out the Orisa ult.
There's been really good ult rotation by both of these teams so far. They both got their ults and using them collectively. Good communication on that end. Ramatra going Algar here. That's going to be the Orisa ult utilized, but that's going to be a double kill since the Orisa ult got them so low. And that's going to have to be a reset from Alexander.
Ramatra got a pop.
Continue to go. Ramatra not using his ult quite yet. His Lunchbox is going to go. Nemesis form unleashed. Wingman with the overclock does get one, and now it's winnable as Overwatch mid with the 500 HP and his Annihilation form is going to be able to force River Valley back to the choke.
Yeah, no, that ult was massive, and he held on to that for the perfect moment, and he used it. Oh, Get away, run!
Ramattra falls low. He is going to get taken down.
No.
The Reaper just barely got him, but he's going to get an instant res from Xandermander, and this spells disaster for River Valley, who has to be able to try to hold it down, but with their Bastion ult
a big ult.
clearing all of point, that's going to be so many falling. Overwatch mid takes down Master Cox, and Zuroboro with his form is going to be able to take down 2 as well, and that's going to be the street phase of King's Row ending, and now it's going to be Alexander's turn to attack.
You know, this is going to be something very just like subtle, but like I don't think I've ever seen like more useful Bastion ults. Like they just don't come along this frequently. He's ulting on point multiple times in these closed spaces, and he's getting a lot of value, whether it be actually getting a pick or two, or if it's just lowering the enemy team down to 1 tap. Bastion ult's hard to get value with sometimes. It's not a very good ult. So, I mean, it's kind of just cool to see this Bastion finding actual success in that category. A Symmetra going to be coming out for the side of Alexander as well.
Good swaps here, I would say.
Yeah. The Junker Queen, too, is going to be very interesting. This is a nasty little strategy they're setting up here. They're just going to try to rush straight into the backline with that Sim TP, maybe on high ground, and just drop down onto point and just shred everything with that Brig and JQ combo.
I will also say that River Valley switching up their comp here, going over to that Maid Bastion, a more like a traditional brawl comp here with that Orisa. And the Mercy there, just a pocket of the Bastion for the extra damage will help them out. Now they're going to start out here, the JQ, trying to hit the dagger early, and we have to watch out for these daggers, because Overwatch mid, the more they hit, the better it'll be. TP right on the point. The Bastion, caught in traffic, got hit by a bus, has no idea there's a JQ behind him, and that's going to be... Oh, with that pick, it's just chaos in the backline as both are going to fall low. The axe swing connects on the 2, and that's going to be the JQ farming the backline of River Valley as Alexander is going to take first point easily.
What'd I tell you? It was going to be a nasty combo, and it all went downhill. I mean, I don't even know if Bastion would have been able to do much against that JQ coming straight full force at him. But in the stagger, we cannot be taking that.
I guess it would have helped if the Bastion looked around at least to maybe mitigate the JQ behind him. But the Bastion walked into open traffic and got absolutely stomped. As Leonidas is taking so much poke already.
If Leonidas dies, that's a huge loss. They can get so much space if Tank dies here.
Even then, Leonidas just half HP, no cooldowns, getting beamed by the Symmetra. Gonna fall low with the wall. Actually protects Alexander's team. Wingman was low, now at full HP. The Immortality Field's gonna get used, but broken. This Sim is fully charged, and the Orisa can't even handle it. Zoroboro takes down 2. That's going to be Wingman cleaning up Pierce. Hanzo from the swap for Master Cox is not enough. With 5 minutes on the clock in this space, it's going to be so hard to hold. If you even get back.
They might actually just have it here with 3 on point. This Bastion ult as well. I mean, if he just pops it like right now and just shoots it down, then they don't really have much of a chance to... No, they won't even be able to touch.
No, there weren't even swaps from River Valley to try to touch there. No Tracer, no Doomfist. So that's going to be... Alexander High School is going to win this pretty hands down with almost 5 minutes on the time bank.
Yeah, what an impressive performance, especially on a map like King's Row where it's so uncertain. Usually you see a lot of very high level play on this map, and we did. Look at that spam. That is a beautiful Ramattra play there as well. Just shutting down that Orisa. That's a 4-man. Man, what a sexy play from that Ramattra.
Really good ult for the Rom, able to really capitalize on his team's aggression there. I do like to see both of the teams running Bastion. It's one of those characters you don't see a lot in competitive play, but when you do see a Bastion, it's just always fun to see how the team's going to work around his cooldowns, how they're going to use his grenade effectively, as well as his ultimate, which again is subpar, but Honestly, if River Valley just connected their ultimates together with the Orisa Terra Surge and the Bastion's Artillery form, they're going to be able to combo that ult and net themselves more kills and more team fight wins. So in the future, if they want to keep running this Orisa Bastion comp, they need to look to combo a little bit more together.
Yeah, Bastion is so tricky, and the only reason is because he has such a basic kit. You know, he has a machine gun, and he's got a super fast machine gun. I mean, that's the extent of him, right? So it's kind of hard to have a character that really matches with him, but there are a handful. Like, you got that Mercy for the pocket, you know, even Bap for his wall. These kind of characters you can pair with Bastion, and it makes him an actual, you know, playable character in an esports match.
I would say, yeah, Bastion by himself is very, very weak, but Bastion together is strong. As said, I'm very excited to see what map we're going to see River Valley take Alexander High School to. As we see the KR, it's a very standard map that a lot of people go to, even if they're not experienced on it. It's just one of the maps that is very comfortable. I actually love seeing flashpoints and push maps. Those are the maps that really are expressive towards how many people are there, and just see where we're going to be able to get that at.
Yeah,
best of two or best of three?
It's usually best of 2, or well, no, it'd be best of
3 out of 5. Yeah,
best, yeah. So first of 3. I mean,
we could figure this out. A slight break, and we'll be back to tell you. Oh wait, never mind. We're here. Leonidas.
Okay.
With Flashpoint Suravasa, the GGs
in all
came
caps.
in too quick. They just they thought that it was a GGs, but it's best 3 out of 5. So we're gonna continue for hopefully more than one more map, but at minimum one more map going Flashpoint Suravasa. Just as I was saying I really like playing Flashpoint and push maps, because that's where you really see the expertise of players and kind of that macro of the sense of the game, because it's a game mode that you don't stop. You don't really have time to stop and think and reconcile. You just have to go. As the point never stops, you are always moving around, and again, whoever is able to be faster and make better decisions quicker are the ones that usually win the maps. Yeah, no, and Flashpoint, even Clash, and Push, those are 3 very exciting game modes. Personally, I hate playing Flashpoint, but it's fun to watch. Constant action, and as you were saying, it takes another level of game awareness, because you need to know where the enemy is at all times, because they are not always going to be in front of you. Like, you don't have just a set objective all the time in these game modes. So yeah, no, it takes another level of game awareness and game skill in order to be successful on these fast-paced maps. And honestly, I'd really like to see that JQ get brought out again by Alexander. I thought that was fantastic, and JQ is very strong on some of these fast-paced game modes. Same. Flashpoint is where the JQ mains live. I don't see JQ ever be played on a push or control. Every single time I go Suravasa, I see a JQ every single time at least. And even then, it's going to be really good for Leonidas as well, who really likes this Orisa. Again, very fast with that spear spin, able to close distance and get in very, very quickly. Especially with the Bastion. Bastion is going to be so much fun to watch on this map just because of the speed in which they play at. But again, more traditional comps do run a different hit scan. And we're going to maybe see the JQ mirror. We're going to see who's going to be able to hit the most daggers to really get the max value of her kit.
Yeah, I love Lunchbox going that Lucio again. You can never have too much speed, right? Like, and then even the Brigida, once again, we saw that combo earlier as well for River Valley. I don't mind the Brig either. Brig and JQ can go together well. I would have liked to see, honestly, maybe a Lucio on the side of River Valley as well. But Bap is a phenomenal healer, so I'll take either one.
gonna keep him up low, and that Brig is already isolated, but there's gonna be Lunchbox be able to pick up that kill quickly, and Zabubu is gonna take down both supports, and now it's gonna be River Valley just has to run away as quickly as they can, or just reset by dying on point. Xander Manor gets a late pick on the Master Cox, and that's gonna be the first point flipped over to Alexander.
Yeah, that Bastion that Alexander has is just shredding. And with all that spam area as well, usually you don't see Bastion as the go-to spam. You'll see a Junkrat or, you know, Ramatra or something like that. But this Bastion has been working so well for Alexander.
We're gonna see a swap onto the Ramatra here from River Valley, and Pepsi Dude gets put down by Wingman immediately. The combo here of the DPS is going good, and that's gonna be Alexander showing off even more. So that's gonna be Lunchbox taking down Ikenzer.
You know what I just saw from Overwatch mid that I love? A tank that turns around. She turned around, she noticed that there was gonna be someone in their back line. And honestly, a lot of tanks forget that nowadays. You gotta assist your team so that they want to assist you. So great recognition
there
on their part.
Good recognition, great dagger there. A little bit of a misuse there on the cooldowns of Overwatch mid. The Junkrat almost gets a pick on the Xander Manor, but the first point, a little bit too slow of River Valley, as that's going to be the first point, is actually going to get all the way capped by Alexander, as now the flash point is going to change. It's going to be towards the right side here. Ikenzer gets caught out on Wingman with a nasty headshot, takes him down.
Yeah, you really need to regroup here if you're River Valley. Don't make any stupid mistakes. Try not to push up too far. That can be hard on Flashpoint sometimes, though. Ooh. Oh, Leonidas just went down.
Lunchbox cleans it up, though. The synergy there from Wingman here and Lunchbox.
Oh,
the solo beat. Let's go. Lucy.
Huge.
As that's we're going to see Zubu going to be able to just gun down the Baptiste towards his spawn. The solo
Accelerando!
A solo beat's worth it 100% of the time, all the time. Look, he lived. Good use of the
Yeah. They're overjoyed as well, it seems like. Using this as some practice time.
I'd be doing that as Lucio. Just wall riding around the entire place. Just get the practice in, the blood pumping, you know, flowing. He's emoting on top of the box there as the Junkrat tries to hit him. Doesn't quite land the shots.
This Bastion ult can be nasty here.
You see him hiding as well. It's going to be Lucio trying to get a boop kill. Does get one onto the Lifeweaver.
Wow.
He's looking for more as he's going to have the Ramatra one. Gets a pick, almost boops him off. Lunchbox gets a two-piece, looking for three, as he's going to find the Junkrat and take him down with the help of
Lunchbox is so mean. They're bullying. They need to be banned from Esports Ohio.
Why do we see
They're just
Lunchbox on
going-
any other character?
Lunchbox,
Prodigy.
I thought I saw Mercy earlier once.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Look at that damage onto that tank, and Overwatch mid takes him down the second point. It's just going to go the way of Alexander with no contention. Leonidas is just running it down without his team.
Yeah, and this is going to be match point now. I mean, this is last objective. If River Valley can't bring it back here, this is game over. They need to regroup. They're trying to take this point early on and be the first ones on it. Oh, but they might get caught. They might have bit more than they can chew.
Lunchbox is going to get taken down there with that trap. That is good. But look at the ult bank from Alexander. I don't think anything really here is going to matter because they have 3 ults down to the 2, but that Junkrat's just on point by himself. He's completely left alone as both teammates here, the Ramatra as well, are just going to get left out to dry.
Yeah, and they might not. They're not even gonna have to pop any ults here. Wow, they tried going on the Bastion as well. Both teams are gonna have their ults, and Lunchbox should honestly be getting beat back as well here soon.
Back to beat, yeah? Oh, the Overwatch mid is definitely looking for an ult here. It's going to be big wherever they hit. They don't have a Kiriko, so no Suzu is available. Pepsi Dude just gets taken down into the air immediately, though. The Brig is so aggressive as he's 1v1ing the Lifeweaver.
It's time.
High noon unlocked here. This is going to be Master Cox down. The window is going to be unleashed in with the Nemesis form, and Wingman is going to go down. He's going to try to find a second one, almost taking down Zubu. Is going to take him down. Xander Mander takes down Orisikai, and Leonidas falls as well, as that's going to be 2 ults used by the side of Alexander, and with 2 used by River Valley, it's actually going to be in favor of Alexander.
Well, River Valley doesn't have any time either. Soldier needs to get in position to touch. That's only... It's time's ticking. You gotta go.
Doom tries to touch, but just too late, as that is going to be Alexander winning in a 3-0 fashion to be the first game of the first week of Esports Ohio.
Yeah, what an exciting matchup, and Lunchbox well deserved on this play a game. This is just straight bullying. It's not even the one we were thinking about either.
No, I mean that's what Lucio does. He's able to clean up all those kills and just be aggressive on that break. Has no idea where he is. Good aim there from Lunchbox, and honestly, I want to see more. I want to see more Lucio from Lunchbox as time goes on. I mean, put the mercy sticks down. I think we know what the calling is.
Yeah, no, Lunchbox just did a fantastic job on that Lucio. You know, Lucio is such a strong character because he has such a high ceiling to him. I mean, you can see top 500 Lucios that are still just dominating. So very good job on the side of Alexander. And River Valley, honestly, they just need to work on some of that communication, some of that teamwork, maybe get a little more comfortable with each other. You know, you just saw a lot of times where maybe just they weren't on the same page. You go for the flank a little too early and then you have no one backing you up. So just work on that communication, get, you know, in a Discord call with your teammates, maybe run up some casuals and, you know, build that team bond a little bit more. And River Valley can definitely do some good in this league as well.
I agree. Well, thank you everybody for watching. That is all we have for the main stream today at Esports Ohio. I think our B stream is still going on right now for Overwatch 2, so feel free to go check them out. But yeah, I'm OP Knees.
And I'm not sure. Thank you to our producer, Lemur, and hope you guys have a good week.